Hello and welcome to the CSI demonstration video for FACS ASO console actions. We will be using FACS ASO release level 5.3a with PTF 215 on a ZVSE 6.2 system. Console actions are used to automate an action based on a message that's produced to the console. Actions include, but are not limited to, executing commands, issuing replies, running iMods, or sending notifications. In FACS ASO, actions can be defined three ways. The first method is by executing the GSFACS set message command. Although largely replaced by the online panels, the set message command can be used to temporarily add an action. In this example, an action will be created to automatically issue a JDelete command when a 1Q32A message occurs. This happens when the VSE Power account file has run out of space. To set up this action, execute GSFACS in a batch job specifying the message as action, the message ID as 1Q32A, and the command as JDelete. Actions can further be qualified by partition, job name, time range, and more. Once the job is run, this action will persist until the action file is either reloaded, a new file is loaded, the action file is cleared, or after an IPL. The second method is by using an option card within a job. These actions only exist for the duration of the current job in which they are defined. This example is a typical job to format a PDS file. When formatting PDSs, two messages may be produced that require replies. To handle this, two option cards are set up, one for each message. Like the previous example, the message is set to action. The message ID is set to the text in which we want to trigger the action. Scan tells FACS to only look at column 1 on the console for the text. In this instance, we reply with the word proceed. The second option card is very similar, but we're replying with the word delete. We can submit the job and go back out to the console and see what happened. As you can see, for each message that we were scanning for, we automatically replied to those messages. The final method to create a console action is from the online console action panel. These actions are saved in the action file. To access the panel, the menu shortcut command 4.i.m can be used. From the directory list, an action file can be selected. From here, an individual action can be managed, whether edited, deleted, or a new action added. The console action definition panel is the easiest way to define an action. This example is set up to handle a message which indicates that a job terminated due to a program abend or canceled. Like the previous examples, message text, a starting position for the message, and the number of columns past the starting position to search for the message, along with actions, have been defined. This example shows that more than one action can be defined in one message definition. For this action, an iMod would be run to log the message. and a member from the reader queue would be released to send out an email. Actions can be further limited to the number of times that they can occur, or at what frequency, or when they can occur. Further qualifications include the phase, the job name, and the CPU ID. To limit if an action occurs on a particular day, we can select, for instance, to say that this action can only occur on Saturday and Sunday. In order to update the file, we select PF5 to save it. We back up to the previous page and PF6 to load the file. Moving out to the console, we will see that the action file has now been loaded. AO has several commands that can be used to manage the action file. This includes clearing the message actions, or listing the available action files, or listing the available actions within the current file. You can reload the current file, or you can load a new console action file. If you don't know what the format of the command is, you can always use AO help to display all the available commands. This concludes the demonstration video for using FAQ's ASO console actions. If you have further questions on this topic, please review the FAQ's ASO User's Guide or contact us at CSI International.